education referral, and then I'll ask you.
My name is Yolanda Hatcher. I'm a kindergarten teacher currently working as a reading interventionist, and I am here today with Stacy Staggs to discuss signs of special education.
All right. How do you identify a student for special education?
First of all, it's identifying the signs, looking for the particular signs that a student will exhibit that lets you know that there might be something going on, a child who is struggling, exhibiting disruptive behavior, may be trying to get removed from a particular situation. For example, during a reading block, a student who calls out and constantly is making noises might want to be asked to step away from the reading group simply to avoid reading. You also would have a student who may just shy away from learning particular things. A student who, during math, will put their head down and they're very tired, reluctant to answer questions. You call on them and they kind of shy away or shrink away, or again, try to have themselves removed from the particular learning situation. Those are telltale signs that something might be going on.
Now, before you actually refer this student, are there any alternative methods that you try?
Oh, absolutely. Once you notice that a student is struggling or disruptive, you want to find out exactly what's going on. You want to note a pattern, and there will be a pattern. Again, if during the reading block a student is constantly calling out or putting their heads down, then you know that there is something going on with that particular situation or setting that is uncomfortable for that student. You begin by working in small groups, putting them in a smaller setting, and seeing how that works for them. A lot of times, students who are uncomfortable participating in a large group might feel a little bit more comfortable in that smaller group setting, or even individual, sitting with that student one on one, asking pertinent questions. Again, just giving them the attention and the opportunity without the audience to answer certain questions.
All right. Have you ever had to actually refer a student for special education?
Yes, there have been several times when the paperwork has been done for what we would call an S team.
Okay.
And the paperwork, while it seems very tedious, really allows you to make sure that you have tried every alternative um, before the student is sent for testing. You want to make sure that it is not simply a student that's just a little bit behind. So it's going to ask questions about the student's overall behavior, academically, socially. You're going to take all of these things into account. Once the paperwork has been filled out, and the paperwork will also ask you um, to try certain settings. Have you tried having the child sit alone, or if the child already sits alone, have you tried putting them in the group setting? We want to make sure that we've tried every environment to help the child be the best that they can be.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Hatcher. I really appreciate your answers. And that is more insight into the special education referral service.